Welcome back, everyone. We're in it for Game 2 with Meteor versus Kaz. Hope everyone's doing great out there. So Kaz won the first match. In order to stay alive, Meteor needs to win this next match. And for this one, we're going to have some more custom areas, folks. Criteria is being replaced with the Maw, Norfair being replaced with Mestworld. Hi, Gordor. Kraid is being replaced by Corvus, and Torian's being replaced by Shivaria. MST is still on tracking and sighing at all my stupid jokes. And I'm Crows, here to guide you through Seed 2. You know, I may not be Spore Spawn, but I will happily plant myself throughout the seed. No, Dias, we're actually going into Game 2, so we're just beginning the second match. Alright, and we're about to get going and see where we spawn. Oh, and we spawn in Best World, so as we know, that means first item is gonna be Wave Beam. Best Beam! That was my best Gordor impression. How'd you like it? And of course, there's... You gotta go left before you go right. Am I right? Oh, well, Ice Beam could be considered Best Beam by some people. Meanwhile, we're having a combat room as we take care of all these spiders here. Listen, I know what an Ice Beam looks like. It's like... It's a round thing that that's in a container, right? Yeah. Alright, so because Best World is Norfair, we're going to be looking for our elevators to the rest of the world, while we also look for if we can find any other progression items. That would probably help. That'd be nice. Although, to get through Best World, it's mainly going to be Wave Beam. As we wave our sanity goodbye. Am I right? Oh, but Meteor's gonna take the elevator, and it's gonna head to Ridley, our first boss area. For those just tuning in, you need to defeat all 3 bosses in order to defeat Mother Brain. At least open Mother Brain's door, and those 3 bosses are Ridley, Kraid, and Spore Spawn. To get to those bosses, you're gonna need some progression items. Yep. Unfortunately, no Ridley for now. I'm gonna head back into Best area, Best World. Meanwhile, Kaz is gonna pick up the first missiles. Which, as we found out from our last seed, always be collecting missiles, or else you're gonna get held up in that escape. So missiles are pretty good to have. Our runner's kind of high-fiving early on. Saying hi to each other. Oh, and Kaz is gonna get that energy tank. Just like Meteor did just a little bit ago. Alright, is Kaz gonna take the elevator to scope out Ridley? Yep! Which is a good play. Honestly, you always want to try to scope out elevators. Yep, unfortunately, Kaz is gonna find out about that morph tunnel. He's not gonna be able to progress quite yet. So unfortunately, not going to be able to just wing it to Ridley. No, Kaz, nothing for you here. Alright, Meteor's going to take a map scan. Let's see what's going to be uncovered here. Oh, okay. Scan some of Ridley. Meanwhile, Kaz is gonna look for what else Best World has to offer. You know, just casually making way through Best World. It happens. Is it every 15 minutes from the start, or each scan? It's, yeah, when you scan, that timer refreshes. And, yeah. That little orb is going to fill up, and when it does, 15 minutes are up and you can get another scan. Meanwhile, Kaz is going to find some more missiles. Good to have early on. Good old best combat room. Kaz is going back down, down, down. Really, we're looking for anything that, either another elevator, as Paragon likes to call out elevators due to not me mispronouncing anything, or any progression items. I'm wondering if Best World has anything else for us. I'm kind of wondering. Yep, there's another Morph Ball tunnel. So I think that, yep, I just like MST said, expect Morph, then Ridley. That seems like it would be the most logical path. But then again, this is Enigma, so anything could happen. We're still early on. Items are not in the normal Metroid progression order, because we're in chaotic settings for the item progression. And if you download Metroid Planets and generate an Enigma seed, that you two could choose either regular. Oh, and there's the ball, and Kaz is gonna find it at the same time. Wow, close. So both of our runners kind of on the same path, and then they're gonna head to Ridley, obviously. Oh, Kaz is gonna keep going. Okay. Yep, meanwhile, Meteor is gonna be able to get to the other side of this Morph Ball tunnel and continue on within Ridley to make way to the dragon. Hopefully find some progression items. Right. Meanwhile, Kaz is picking up a nice little E-Tank there, along with some more missiles. Yeah. It's still early. I think Kaz is not bad searching more of Best World out. Now hate Kaz's decision. I don't know, there's a couple, yeah, there's this Morph Ball tunnel right here. Oof. Do you think Meteor gets the point of this room? I mean, really taking a nice stab at it, but gonna drain your energy a lot. I hate I dropped food on the floor. Yes. Never drop your food. Meanwhile, Kaz is now finally gonna head up to Ridley. Yep, that was Chrono there. Chrono Core, which allows you to put a little field around you and slows down time for everything in that field, including enemies. Could be sometimes useful. But no core for Meteor. And this elevator room, or not elevator, this lift room, It's a room, of course. Alright. All runners just, you know, taken care of. Oh, and there is Space Jump. That is a progression item. Which probably would help getting through the spike room that Kaz is going through. But unfortunately, that Kaz did not go get Space Jump first. Yeah. Oh, and there's Crystal Core. Well, that's going to help curb the hazard area, because Crystal Core, once you equip it, when you're down on energy, it's going to take your missiles away to give you a little bit more energy. AKA Teemo Varia suit. Yeah, possible Spring Ball. Right, our runners are starting once again over in Ridley. Meanwhile, Kaz probably gonna find that space jump. Was it this way? Yep, Diet Varia is what we like to call our Crystal Core. Yep, there's our space jump, so Kaz is gonna have that very quickly here. Both our runners are very close together. We're only 10 minutes in. So far, this heat's kind of linear at this point. Yep, and Kaz is just finding the Crystal Core as well. So Varia is probably going to be a suggestion in the seed. We'll see. MST is hoping Ridley is spring-locked. I mean, it's possible. Meteor is leaving Ridley right now. That sucks. I'm gonna have to go back and dip Ridley later on. But with those progression items, that's gonna help. Oh! Morph does open up the other element. Good call, good call. Skyhawk. I totally forgot. And while Kaz is still gonna continue on a little bit more, Ridley probably gonna find out not much more. MST is hoping that predictions come true. We'll see. It really depends if this spring lock is a thing. Because if Kaz can find Ridley and get him, that'd be quite the early lead. Oh, Kaz is gonna find nothing here. Yep. Kaz is gonna leave Ridley behind as well, so... Oh, rooms that say Best Beam. I never tire of them. Ever. Ever. Well, both our runners are back in Best World. Which, of course, why wouldn't they be? It's the best! Unfortunately, missiles or Meteor's only going to find missiles here. I mean, you could say Missile is gonna find Meteor here. Walk into a back alleyway. What would the back alleyways of the Metroidverse look like? Probably like the hallway rooms that we've seen from runners. Is there gonna be a run feed? That's what I want to know. What is it, Flaggles? You don't want to see people suffer? Oh, and we're gonna take a look at this other elevator. Where does this go? And it's gonna go to Brinstar! Complete with a map scanner right here. Will that map scan? That was a scan. So in Brinstar, we are gonna find Spore Spawn and potentially progression items. We'll see. Oh yeah, this is space and ice. So, good thing they have space jump. Oh, and there's Phazon Core. That's that thing I was talking about in the last seed. When you equip it, it drains your energy, but you get double damage. Allows you to knock stuff out a little bit faster. Oh, and there! Looks like there's our Spore Spawn. And Spore Spawn is not guarding an elevator today in this seed. So... but with only 21 missiles left, Kaz is... it's gonna be a fight with Spore Spawn. Especially with these little, flowers putting out the pollen. With only one energy tank of health left. It's gonna be a little bit annoying. Meanwhile, Meteor's gonna head into Brinstar. If the back alleys are sketchy places you don't want to go, they probably all say Best Beam on. It's right, yeah, I could... that makes perfect sense. Best world is the back alleyways of the Metroidverse. I subscribe to that. Alright, Kaz is gonna still deal with Spore Spawn here. And Meteor is probably gonna find Spore Spawn very shortly. Oh, and Spring is not needed for Ridley. Apparently I missed that. That's some information. So they did not have to dip from Ridley. That's interesting. Okay. Yep, Meteor is gonna go back. Unfortunately, Kaz, did Kaz defeat Spore Spawn? Did I miss that? Oh yeah, Meteor's... okay, yes, Kaz did defeat Spore Spawn. Okay, cool. Because I was watching Meteor's screen for a second there. Sorry, Spore Spawn fights are, very entertaining to watch sometimes. Meanwhile, Kaz is in, going through the Brinstar still. Seeing if we could find the crate elevator. Although, crate, I believe, is now Corvus. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and Kaz finds bombs! You the bomb. That's going to be especially useful. Yeah, I imagine that we're going to find a crate elevator very shortly over here. MST says, I'd say I'm in Gove mode at this point and make the seed tell me otherwise. I mean, that's a strategy. But here's the elevator. Yep. Bomb-locked elevator. Yep, Kaz is not checking the elevator. I mean, I'm assuming that Kaz immediately just thinks that's Kraid right there. And wants to see how far this path goes. Oh. Trying to take a peek at what this item is up. Just more missiles. A meteor's not going to be too far behind. Gain bombs. Yep. That's true, yeah, because Kaz didn't find the Ridley information, so therefore wanting to just check. That's true. Alright, but now Kaz is in Kraid. Or, well, Corvus for the seed. And we're gonna find our lovable lizard. Our lovable lounge lizard! Careful. He likes to spike the drinks. Alright, meteor's going through. Shouldn't be too far away. Oh, there's our sensor core! I feel like the core was in this room also last seed as well, wasn't it? Right in that spot. Of course, that wasn't sensor core. I forget what core that was, but yeah. Yeah, Meteor currently, in order to get ahead, needs to find something that Kaz doesn't. But there is Kraid right there. Along with Core Dynamo, which allows you to lessen the cooldown on your cores once you equip them. Because once you put on a core, you need 5 minutes to unequip it, or equipping a core that you haven't done before. Oh, so Meteor is taking out Ridley while Kaz is taking out Kraid. Oh, that was a fast. That was really fast. And yep, Kaz is going to take care of Kraid just like that. And yeah, I think Meteor does have the better route right now. But things may change. You're still missing quite a few things. That spring ball was an annoyance last seed. Yeah, Kaz should really head straight to Ripley at this point. Just to get all 3 bosses out of the way. And Gordor is saying things. Oh, and there's the maw. That is our criteria. That might change a couple things here. No sign of complex this seed! Yay! So far. But also no sign of poop either. Fat Panda. At least for Paragon. But it's okay, she's Paragon from here, so we don't need no poop in our seeds. Oh, and there's Spring Ball in the and not needing Spazer for those Spazer things, could just space jump all the way up there. Well, that Spring Ball's not going to be an issue in this seed, at least for Kaz right now. Alright, so Kaz, I don't think we've seen the Torian elevator yet, have we? And yeah, Meteor is in a little bit of trouble here. This might be the point, MST, where your predictions go haywire. We shall see. Yep, Torian elevator is the only way that Meteor is going to catch up at this point. As well as, you know, Brain. So Torian is Shivaria right now. Which... Oh, and there's our screw attack. Not progression, but it's gonna be nice to have to get through stuff a little bit quicker. Yeah, Shivaria is not exactly a difficult final area. Meanwhile, Meteor's way out? We'll see. Kaz, meanwhile, going back through here. Going back up to Best World. Trying to get a scan in. Oh, and there's Phantom Core! Oh. That looks like where Torian is. Or Wreck Ship, or... Is that... No, because I... Yeah. Unless Wreck Ship is all the way down, then that's probably Torian. And yep, Meteor is going the wrong ways, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Kaz back in Best World. Just needs to find that elevator to take down to Shivaria. It's possible that Torian can do a funny with the majors. Yeah. Oh, Kaz still has Ridley. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes! That is correct. See, I never get stuff wrong about... Listen, I just forgot that Ridley... It's the bleed. It's the seed bleed, you know? We're doing two seeds back to back. It's confusing, you know? Just for that, I will not make fun of Bubbles for at least 2 rooms. And that was 1. Well, we do know that that Ridley is accessible right now, so... Hold on a second here. Is Spring Ball highlighted on the tracker on Kaz's side? Because I think there was a Spring Ball found. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's... You pull the crows, wow. I wasn't gonna call you out on that. I was gonna... Yeah, Miss T, I might need to get your finger examined there. So how about I'll take my eye exam while you do that. And this is Bubble Room number 2, so after this I'm free to make fun of Bubble Rooms again. Yeah, I don't think Kaz knows the elevator well. Oh, and there is a vault! Haven't seen one of these in a couple matches, I think. At least I haven't. Yep, and it's just some missiles in here. I like to call my friend who's always tied up in there Vaulter. Vaulter the missile pack. Yep, elevator, Kaz, come on. Oh, come on. I mean, sometimes you do save the best for last. Clear the elevators. And Meteor is picking up that sensor core. Although, this might be how Meteor gets a little bit ahead. As long as Kaz cannot... Oh! And there's our Ridley. What about Bob from Sector 3? Listen, we don't talk about Bob. Bob is like the Bruno of Metroid. And Meteor's picking that core dynamo up. Dynamite! And now Meteor is into Kraid. But here's the thing. Meteor does not have that spring ball, so there's a chance that that could be annoying just a little bit. Oh. Yeah, spring, you're right, spring isn't going to be needed because since Ridley isn't behind it, that's right, and Shibaria. Yeah, you're right, you're right. True. Alright, so, with that, our runners are gonna try to find Torian, because I believe that's all the bosses for both of them. Yeah, yep, both are looking for Shibaria. Yep, there it is, best elevator. Oh wait, no, we've seen this before, that's right. Dirt. Have we? Yeah, we've seen this. Dirt. I'm smart! Yeah, this is the mall. Wait. Because we know it's down. Because of that scan that Kaz did. Yep, there. Kaz, what's going on? These are decisions. But there's a chance that now Meteor can catch up. Oh, and there's our spring. Meteor's really springing for this ball. You want both to do good, but you also want your thing to do, your prediction to do well, don't you? The floggings will continue until players learn to push the seed, it's true. That is why I'm not a player, and thus I'm safe from floggings. Meanwhile, MST is not. Because he, in fact, is a player. Alright, we're still looking for that. Oh. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait, this is... Oh, no, this is Criteria, isn't it? Or, well, the mall. Yep, this is mall. Yep. Could Torian be off the mall? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Shivaria is definitely off of... Yeah. I don't know, Koopa. I think it's very likely that we might see a... Alright. Oh, that's right, we haven't gotten to the other side over here. Oh! Absolute tragedy! Oh, F's in the chat for Meteor. That's pain. So it is not over here, unfortunately. Now, Kaz got that scan, so Kaz at least knows kind of an idea of where Torian is. Just need to find the elevator. Oh. Oh. Oh! Good. There it is, folks. There's our Shivaria. So it looks like Kaz just needs to find that golden door to find Mother Brain. And unfortunately with this will bring down MST's whole prediction. Oh, and Meteor scanning above, which is not where you need. Kaz is choosing to... Okay, well, there's a Varia suit right there. That's sure... You have Crystal Core, why get Varia? Well, you... What? That was a choice. Okay. Yeah, gonna need to talk to Kaz a little bit about that one. Thankfully, we'll actually have a little bit of time to do some interviews after this. Are there not any spacer locks in Shivaria? Right, it was made before Spacer's a thing. Yeah. True. So that would make sense. Alright, just looking for that golden door, but we're only seeing red right now, folks. The question is... Oh, and Meteor's gonna make way up to the maw. See how long it takes for Kaz to find Mother Brain here. As opposed to Meteor finding that elevator, which is just gonna be right, not that far. Yep. So Meteor is into Shivaria right now, too. Alright. Will Meteor get this check? Oh, but there's the brain. There is the brain on Kaz's side. And now, only a minute 14. This is going to be a short escape, folks. Just listening for that music change on Kaz's side. And we got 50 cent 6. It's got to be here. Yeah. It can't be too far away. Oh, and there's our elevator. Get your GGs in chat for Kaz. Finishing with a race time of 40 minutes and 12 seconds. Congrats, Kaz.
Oh, hi. Thank you.
Welcome. Wow, you got in here fast.
I noticed it, like, when I was running practices, that the second seed settings seemed to go a lot quicker than the first seed. Although the first one went pretty quick this time.
It did. It really did. Although the beginning of that first seed was a little bit of something.
I felt behind for sure at the beginning of that first seed after I respawned and went right and found absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You and Meteor were both very close for that first seed at the beginning. And then stuff happened. I don't remember much of that first seed already. But, yeah, what were your thoughts running through seed 1?
So I'm guessing that where it went wrong for Meteor was probably... So when I got Spazer, I immediately thought about that check that I had found that was behind Space Jump that required Spazer. And sure enough, that was bombs. So when I found that there, I felt really good about that find.
Yeah, actually, Meteor did not pick up bombs, and that's what really did Meteor in, but you were already ahead at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's... And the whole reason I full cleared Kraid was because I was looking for bombs, because at that time I was thinking I needed them. I thought the elevator might have been up Red Tower.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I was thinking too. And I'm sure a lot of the viewers were also thinking it was Red Tower, but that proved to be nothing.
As we saw later.
Yeah, right? Exactly. So, going into game 2, why'd you pick up that Varia? Like, you didn't need that Varia.
Because I already had it open.
Yeah, why'd you go for that check, though? It's like you should have been good to go.
Just in case there was something in there, like Long Beam or Ice, that wound up... Now, I don't know if either one of those checks exists in Shivaria. But I figured it was a major, and I would check it. If I had had the ability to check that without picking it up, I would not have bothered opening it.
Okay, that...
Like, if I had already had Long Beam, I'd have just shot it and moved on.
It was better to be safe than sorry at that point for you.
Yeah. Also, the same reason why... So I scouted Best Beam room earlier in that seed.
Yep.
Thought about going back and put it off to finish checking Brinstar and ultimately wind up finding Kraid.
Yeah.
So you saw how I, dipped the elevator there to get my respawn to check it later on.
And let's get our GGs in chat for Meteor, who finished with a race time of 43 minutes and 6 milliseconds.
GG,
wow.
Meteor.
GG, Meteor.
Oh, boy.
that first
bad at
seed...
decision making.
I mean, that first seed was a little bit of a doozy. Both you and Kaz were kind of, at the beginning, going a little bit nuts trying to figure out the way forward there. Yeah. But what really did you in was that bombs check. because the Kaz managed to find the bombs while you basically skipped out. Yeah. So Kaz is feeling a little behind for that first after that first bit of the first seed. How about you? What were you feeling?
Frustrated mostly. Every lead I thought I was taking ended up being wrong.
Yeah, that was definitely how the early seed played out for sure.
Until the very, very end when I finally found Spazer and I guessed correct on where the next thing was, just about 10-15 minutes too late.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a pain to see, I imagine. Oh,
and
man.
I pushed Ridley way too hard, way too early.
Pushing isn't too bad. So, it was really funny that, I believe the seed bleed is real over here, but on one of the seeds, I think it was this seed, where you guys could have gotten to Ridley without Spring Ball, and you guys both left Ridley before needing to.
Well, they needed bombs.
Yeah, when they needed bombs. Yes, that's right. Although for that first seed meteor, Speed Mount Ridley, you took on Ridley in that high tower there, and if you managed to kill him, you could have got that high jump. But unfortunately, you dipped.
Yep. I figured there's no way I can take him with my current loadout.
Fair, but then you jumped in the tower and got killed the next time.
I thought I had a good setup. I did not.
That's right. I remember what I didn't like about the first seed. The Mother Brain room. That's the first time I've seen that one. I was afraid I was going to respawn that 3 times. Yeah, that's why I grabbed on the second time through. I saw how slow it was moving to the room. I was like, what is this?
Yeah. That was something. That room also leading to Mother Brain that needed the Spring Ball. Because, I mean, you could have tried to hike it.
I'm not good at that.
Fair. We were actually just talking to Chad about it. Thankfully, neither of you were playing against Haika in that seed.
Yeah, Haika wins that first one for sure.
So you got to avoid Criteria and Wreck Ship just completely on that first seed. Like, were you scared that there might have been, something up there?
Me, no.
Yeah. Fair.
I'm always afraid.
That's it, because it was like, I mean, I don't even know where the connections to them were. I assume Criteria was off of something and Wreck Ship was probably off Criteria. And usually when the seed lays out like that, the elevator's difficult to find, I feel like more often than not it winds up not being important.
It's a fair point, actually, because I don't even remember if I found it either.
By similar measure, how the Turian elevator was really early in that first seed, and it was I mean, it was being telegraphed that we had to go in there.
Yeah, the fact that it was such an early dip on Turian, a lot of us thought that there was a pathing mishap, but it turns out, you could just get past that Metroid without it catching up to you, so no need for ice.
Yeah,
what was hilarious?
One I don't remember.
Yeah, that was more fall down there.
It was hilarious that the Mother Brain door was 2 rooms in.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before either.
It was so early I completely forgot about it. Oh.
Just hanging over our heads the whole time.
Right? It's just this looming menace that's just right there.
5 minutes in, the game tells us where Mother Brain is, but it's like, you definitely can't face her yet.
Makes things interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so Kaz, this means you're continuing on in the tournament versus MST.
Oh, baby.
Yeah!
You liked getting beat so much you decided you want to get beat 2 more times, I guess.
Oh my god.
100%.
Look, I'm gonna teach Meteor how to do it.
I was
Wow.
also dying as soon when I saw the best landing.
Yeah. I was just like, okay, we're getting wave beam right off the go. Someone's happy who's not important anymore. Now we're dealing with the ghost of Gordor, who will just basically haunt the rest of the tournament somehow.
I can't believe he's gone. I'll always remember him.
Oh, so sad.
I can't wait to see the
Gordor
future
for me.
seed that has a wave-locked Spazer or a Spazer-locked wave, and either way they're necessary to beat the seed.
Ooh. That. Now that you said it, you've already put it out to the universe, so now it's probably gonna happen. So we know who to blame for this. Now, also, Kaz, you winning means you've completely demolished MST's predictions.
Yes.
It does feel good to be a bracket buster.
Unfortunately, Meteor, since you lost here, this is your last match. How do you think you ran in this tournament so far? How do you feel?
I'm shocked I did well enough in the first half that I was able to skip a bracket, but I kind of expected this. I'm a solid 7th to 9th place kind of guy.
Well, I mean, quarterfinals, not bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can feel good about that.
Exactly.
Plus, I guess this means I don't have to schedule anything now.
That's true. That is very true. You can enjoy while Kaz has to put in some time to go against MST in the semifinals.
I already know it's gonna be Thursday at 8. Like the one time he schedules.
Oh. Well, any final thoughts from either of you?
No, just congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you. GG on your performance in the tournament there, Meteor.
Thank you.
Yes, GG to Meteor and GG to Kaz. Please give both of our runners a follow. They did an amazing job so far, and can't wait to see Kaz take on MST coming up. Since we got another match happening, we're gonna start to wrap this up. We'd like to thank MST for tracking, I guess. Sometimes, yeah, that's yeah. MST sit here, be like, shut up, Crows. Anyway, I'm Crows. Thank you for watching this match of Metroid Plants Enigma, and we'll see you next mission.